Prime Minister, welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be back.
Online, SouthAsianDaily.com, the biggest South Asian media group. Y Media.
Hello everyone, welcome to Y Media Group. I am your host Shelly Seni and I have a very interesting guest with me right now. Her name is Simar Khurana. You might not have heard of the name now, but wait until I tell you more about this little wonder. She's only 6 years old, but very unlike other 6-year-olds. I have not met anyone who has this much interest in math and video game at this age. And mind you, not playing video games, but creating and developing the games. You heard it right. And why did I say you might not have heard of the name now, but she might become a popular name soon, because this 6-year-old has come up with her own video game. Welcome, Simar. How are you?
Good.
You're good. And accompanying Simar is her father, Mr. Paras Khurana. Welcome, Mr. Paras Khurana. How are you?
Thank you. Absolutely doing great. And thank you for bringing us to the show. It's an absolute pleasure and honor to be with you.
We are excited to know more about you, Simar, and your journey. So you're 6 years old. You are in grade 1, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah? When did you start developing games?
I started in February, and I think I've been doing it for 4 months, and I think I started February 20th.
20th February. Yeah.
So 20th February this year. In 4 months, she has already developed a game.
Yeah.
So Paras, I have to talk to you about this now. When she first she must have shown the inclination to play the games first. What was your reaction when she was indulged into it?
When she started playing the games, that was great. We realized that, she's good in maths. And when she's doing something, she's very creative. She can take nothing and create something great out of it. So these two combinations, if you look at it, that's what makes it great video game developer. I'm coming from human resources, and I'm on the talent development side of things. And this is what we looking for when we hire somebody on the technical side. A good programmer would have creative side as well as, have the logics to do things. Mm-hmm. She has those things, so I thought let's try her into coding. We got her a trial class and she loved it, and then we went for it.
Interesting. So that's how you started your coding and game development journey. So let us know more about your game now. What is it called? What is it about?
It's about healthy food, and it's called Healthy Food versus Junk Food.
Healthy food versus junk food. That's a tough battle for a kid as young as you. What is your preference?
Healthy food.
Hey, that's a good one. Okay, so why did you think of this game only, healthy versus junk food? Why not something else?
Because when I went to the doctor, she said to eat healthy food, and then I decided to make a game of healthy food and junk food.
Interesting. And did you make any of your friends play this game?
No.
Not yet, but do they know, your friends in your class, that you are working on a game, you have developed a game? Do they know?
Yes.
Don't they ask you, how did you do that? We want to play that game.
Yeah.
They do? What do you say?
I just say that it's hard, but you could play it.
Interesting. And you know what? She has said such a deep thought so innocently. There are several ways of how to understand what a child says. She said it is hard, but you can play it. First of all, she is agreeing, she's acknowledging that what she's doing needs attention, determination, and focus. But at the same time, she's kind enough, generous enough to let her friends understand and know that, you know what, we can all do it. Just give it a thought, be determined, and you can also have fun. play with it. I really like your thought process. You're very inspiring. Where is it coming from?
Well, she gets a lot of love and attention, but she has the skills. We've gone through lots of ups and downs, and she's grown out of it. I think it's the environment and the family and the friends who inspire and motivate her, and I think she's doing pretty well. At her school as well, the school is very supportive. Her whole school was cheering when she made the record as such.
Yeah, tell us more about the record.
Yeah, sure. So as she started developing the game, and we realized that, I'll take a step back actually. When we started looking at where to get her trained at, I called a number of places, but not many institutes were willing to take a 6-year-old. The feedback that I got from them is it's too young. They are learning to read and write. Developing a game would be hard. You can try, but we recommend 8 to 10 years old. So that gave me a little bit of thought that maybe there's something that she could do if she likes it. And as she started getting into it, I started researching as to what are the word records and stuff like that. And then I realized that nobody has made this at this age. Then I told her, and she said, I want to make a word record. And then she started announcing to the whole family that I'm going to make a word record. And then as we realized that she needs more learning to get to that stage where she's completed a good game, then we increased the number of classes she was taking. And she's very hardworking as such. We went from 1 class a week to 3 and then 5 classes a week. And she did it pretty well. For a 6-year-old to go through 5 classes a week on coding and then spending a couple of hours every day on practicing and doing projects was phenomenal.
Okay, so I just heard that you're working into some characters and you have graduated to the next level of working into animations. Tell us more about what do you plan on doing next?
I think I plan on doing next is the coding which you use robots.
All right. And what do you plan on creating with that?
Draw with me and play with me when my sister doesn't play and she needs to do her homework.
All right. So you basically need a buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And you can create your buddy. Imagine that. All right. And when do you, so apart from coding, apart from developing game, what is it that Simar likes?
I like math and art, and that's all.
And is there a favorite game, outdoor game that you enjoy a lot?
What else do you do? Gymnastics?
Gymnastics and dance, and sometimes I play soccer.
It's interesting. It's very good to stay healthy and fit, right?
Yeah.
And I see you are very focused on healthy part because you definitely know what good food and junk food is.
Yeah.
And when you see your friends sometimes eating junk food, what do you tell them?
I don't tell them much. I just say I don't really like candy or stuff like that because I don't really like candy.
Wow, that is so good. I like how clearly you speak your mind without hurting someone else's choices. You are a very sensible 6-year-old. And a lot of the credit goes to you, the way you have nurtured your child. Of course, you'll be there to support her in the journey she takes ahead. But, as a parent, we have that certain picture, the way we picture our child. Now that you know what her talent is, where her interest lies, where do you see your child in the next 5 years?
That's a great question. With kids, so many things change, with interest change. I remember when I was small, I initially wanted to be a police constable, watching some movie. And then next year I wanted to be a doctor and so on. The choices keep changing. But we know she has these skills. We are going to support her on this journey as such. Rest is up to her. I'm not going to force her to take a line that she doesn't like or pick up something that she's not passionate about. at the end of the day, coming from the human resources side, I like people to pick up things that, they get up in the morning and they want to do it, rather than, they're forced to do something.
Right.
Right.
Where do we stand with that record now?
So we've applied for the Guinness. Their processing time is 12 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. We've passed the first stage of their process where they have looked at the game. Now it's going to be their next level of people who would look into it.
Oh, wow.
But 10 more weeks it's going to take.
All right then. Well, there is still some time to go, but who knows? Maybe we are right now sitting with a future Guinness Book of World Record holder, a 6-year-old who has developed a game, and so far, as her father, Paras Khurana, says that as per his research and knowledge, so far no one at that age has developed a full-fledged game. You know what, I have to say, it was not just wonderful, but an honor to talk to you and to learn from you. You are focused, you are dedicated, and respectful of others' choices. That's the perfect combination of a wonderful human being. You're on the right path.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you have a message for all the children who are watching you right now?
Let me think.
Okay.
Don't eat junk food.
That's a good one. All right then. You all heard it. Don't eat junk food. And that's actually a part of the game also, right?
Yeah.
Healthy food versus junk food. I'm sure now you all want to play that game and see what it is all about. One that has been developed by a 6-year-old. Okay, so where can people watch or play your game? I'm sure there are a lot of people who now want to play this game. Where can they play it?
I don't know. Ask him.
All right.
So
The
yeah.
ball is in your court now.
Oh, thank you. So it's on website. It's free to play. We'll share the link. You just click on the link and you'll get the game.
Right. Okay, and we are sharing the link down here. Click on the link and you can play the game Healthy Food versus Junk Food. Well, you love math.
Yeah.
You are into gymnastics. You dance. You develop games. That's a whole lot of things for a 6-year-old. But I have heard you do something else as well. Something on YouTube, about your own channel you were very excited about. Tell us more about that.
Sometimes I put coding videos on that, and sometimes I put stretches on them, and I do dance stretches too.
Interesting. Okay, so your little one has a YouTube channel as well, and it's not always easy to come in front of the camera and speak confidently, but she's acing that as well. Give us more details. What is the name of the channel?
So the name of her channel is Simars World. Right now she's put her video games over there. She intends to load the next games as well over there. But her other passions are gymnastics and dance, and she wants to share her videos over there on how to get more flexible and dance and all that stuff.
All right. It's wonderful talking to you, Simar, and it's just a glimpse of what someone can do. She's young. She's just 6 years old, and she has her whole life ahead of us where she can do so many things, and she's actually setting an example right here. Live a wholesome life. Live it up. Thank you so much for talking to us.
You're welcome.
And do you have a message for all the children who are watching you right now?
Let me think. Don't eat junk food and stay healthy.
That's right. Don't eat junk food and stay healthy. All right. Thank you for that lovely message. Thank you, Mr. Paras, for your time and for talking to us.
It was an absolute pleasure being here. Thank you for your time as well.
And with this, it's a wrap on this very interesting interview I had with Simar, 6-year-old, who has developed a game, Healthy Food versus Junk Food. And just like this, we will keep on bringing you interesting updates from the community, from your city, from the country. You have to stay tuned with Y Media Group. Thanks for watching.